The long-term impact of the pandemic on fragile peace and simmering tensions within societies on the continent cannot be underestimated.
Government with the partners would fund the peace agreement. So far, funding in terms of liquidity has only come from government. So we are really urging that also partners put in something.
The set of institutional reform is what you can call a game changer for the African Union. It's a long road ahead, but we are getting there with accelerated implementation.
We focus ultimately on jobs, creating the right environment to attract private sector, because when you take a look at really where jobs are mostly created, it's not really in governments, it's really in the private sector, especially with SMEs in the context of Africa.
This is a critical opportunity that we must not squander, as it calls for bold and innovative approaches. We must switch from a response-oriented system costing billions of dollars in humanitarian response and peace operations to a system that focuses on nationally led prevention. Prevention which can save lives and resources, and most importantly, because prevention works.
This discussion underlines the importance of even closer cooperation between governments, the UN, the AU, but also civil society and other actors. Together we need to make the Sustainable Peace Agenda an integral part of the global pandemic response in its own right to limit human suffering, but also to underpin our humanitarian, development and health efforts. Securing a fair and equal distribution of vaccine, including in conflict affected areas, must also be a priority.
Trade and investment can help advance peace, security and development in Africa, and especially at this time of the pandemic.
The time is overdue for Africa to gain solid benefit from both regional and multilateral economic integration. This has to be a major objective for both Africa and the multilateral trading system, in which Africa has a strong voice, stronger today than it was last week.
في تفاقم الأزمة الاقتصادية لدول القارة الأفريقية، وأكد أيضا ضرورة انتقال الدول الأفريقية من الاكتفاء بإدارة الأزمات إلى تعزيز جهود الوقاية منها وزيادة المرونة في التعامل معها في إطار استراتيجيات التعافي بشكل أقوى وإعادة البناء بشكل أفضل.
And make it possible for each and every African country to export to the rest of Africa either finished or intermediate goods. When there is that inclusivity in the African continental free trade area, there will be ownership of the process by each and every African country and government. And when there is that mutual ownership, it's very, very difficult to have situations of war.
Africa's private sector must continue to be strengthened because the prosperity and peace for all Africa actually rely on the prosperity and the advancement of Africa's private sector.